host, Ian Anderson, Pablo Stubbstad, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are back for the final round of the 2019 St. Patrick Classic presented by Innova. And so we're on the regular course today, Pablo?
That's right. We saw, 17 out of 18 of these holes in round 2, but today we're going to see hole 14 for the first time, and the players are not playing the 10 temp holes that we saw in round 2.
Okay, cool. Well, should be a fun watch, and it's a really, really great course. Really, a lot of different shots, a lot of technical holes. I'm a big fan.
Sure, me too. One of my favorites, and thankfully not too far from where I live.
That must be nice, man. You gave us a good look at our league card. There is Josh Anthon. We also have Dustin Keegan. They are tied for the lead. James Proctor just one back, and Sias just one more. This is a tight race, Pablo.
Man, tight card. 4 players within 3 strokes. And I think people on the chase card are pretty close too, so anything can happen.
Nice. Well, tell us about hole 1.
Well, hole 1, which we saw in round 2, is one of the more straightforward holes here at Shady Oaks. It's slightly uphill. You got to miss that big dead tree in the middle, and you kind of got to throw a low, flat, straight shot. You can't really throw a hyzer because of some bushes in front of the tee to the right. All
right, sounds fair. Let's see what they got.
First, shooting a 141.25 under, sponsored by Innova Champion Disc, Josh Anthon.
Who was that, Pablo?
Oh, gosh. Put me on the spot. I even played around with him after the tournament. Matt. It was Matt something.
That's better than I'm doing.
He's assistant TD, so you can look at the event page and see his name.
There we
also
go.
Shooting a 141.25 under, sponsored by Dynamic Disc, Dustin Keegan.
Up next, we got Dustin Keegan out of Eugene, Oregon.
Turned over a little bit.
Is it going to come back? Let's think about it.
Yeah, maybe 35 or so.
Shooting a 142 at 24 under, sponsored by Innova Champion Disc, James Proctor.
And up third, James Proctor. Love this guy.
No
Absolute
stranger to the camera.
Not at all. He's an absolute crusher, and he's a great putter, too. This looks nice.
That's pretty good. Right in the circle.
Yep.
Shooting at 143, 23 under, sponsored by MVP Disc, Sias Elmore.
And the homie, Sias Elmore, up fourth. Just 2 off the lead, though. Looks like his Octane. Playing that flex line.
Yeah, I like the flex line on this one myself. It's a little more consistent, at least for me, than a flat, straight shot.
Sure, I can see that. That'll give Sias a putt. That's within his range. He is money on the green. Keegan, see if he can get that putt working early.
Got it over the rim this time.
Yeah, he did. He definitely corrected off his round 1 putt. Well done by him. See if Sias can keep pace.
Ooh.
Sias. That was a weird one.
Yeah. First hole jitters, I guess. Here's Sias for about the same distance for a comebacker.
Yeah. There, that's that guy.
There he is.
Yep. Sure he'll shake that off and get right to it. But makes that comebacker, which is ever important. Mr. Proctor looking for a 2. James.
Weird start here for the group.
It is, isn't it? And Josh takes absolutely 0 seconds. That was almost a walking putt inside the circle. He just happened to stop.
He stopped just long enough to demonstrate balance, right?
that he did. Proctor with the unfortunate par there. A little high, a little left, and those mock X's do what they do. But our 2 leaders keeping pace. 26 down, going into hole 2.
Hole 2 will kind of blind off the tee. If you're tall enough, you might see the number plate just over the crest of this hill. Nothing in the way, really, but the tricky part about this one is, of course, the green, the basket on the elevated pyramid here.
Yeah, and once you get it over the hill, you're liable to just keep going long, too, it looks like.
True, yeah. I don't see that happen as much as one would expect, but I'm not really sure why that is.
Huh. It's a pretty good crush at 340, I guess.
And that was a little A-cam malfunction there, so we cut to the B-cam, but Josh actually came up so short that he didn't even get over the crest of the hill, so we didn't see the shot there, but unusual shot for Josh.
Okay. Keegan, door open to take a stroke here. Hit a huge putt last round. And he's going to need another one, Pavo.
Yeah, that one might be even tougher than the one from second round, definitely. Much farther, and that tree might be in his way, too.
Yeah, agreed. That's got par written all over it. Proctor looking to gain a stroke on the leaders. He loves a hyzer flip, man.
He sure does, that dead straight shot.
Yeah, so good at it, too. Goes a little long, but that's within range. And Sias pretty much parked it last time. Let's see if he can do it again. Looks like his clash.
Perfect.
Wow. Just barely cleared that tree. So Josh, oh yeah, came up short left. Just going to have to pitch up for the par, huh?
Yeah, playing smart. I mean, that's pretty far to run, at least on a green like this.
Oh, absolutely. No business running that one. And Keegan agrees. He's going to lay up and take his 3 as well. Let's see if Proctor and Sias can get a stroke on the leaders here. First up is James.
Oh,
Oh, man. Thought about it.
that's one of the few putts you might see go in on baskets that aren't mock X's.
Oh, true. Oh, no, Sias. What was that one?
I don't know. That was bizarre, the way it popped up vertically. And
kind of spit out to the side. It looks straight on, too.
yeah, both of those putts, I'd say half an inch difference, and they're both in.
Yeah, totally agree with that assessment. That was, I guess, everybody taking pars here.
I believe so, yeah. Not too exciting on this hole. It's fun to see
No.
some fireworks on this green, but not today.
I'd rather watch a bunch of pars than
Yep.
someone Sisyphusing for a 7, you know. There are your 226s from our leaders, and I'll be looking at the next one here in a hot second.
Hole 3, a really cool hole out at Shady Oaks because everybody plays it differently. You got the roller up the middle, the turnover up the middle, the spike hyzer sidearm up and over everything. Except for the up and over shot, you really want to hit this gap right here with any shot, and that long grass you see off to the left there is out of bounds. It's kind of swampy.
Yeah, man, that is so close to the basket.
Yeah, pretty close. And Josh went roller on this one in round 2.
Looks like he's doing it again.
Why not? He got the birdie in the last round.
Yep. This might look even better. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty good.
Josh. Dang, what a shape on that one.
No fear of the OB either. You'll remember in round 2 he played it about 20 feet to the right,
He did.
but that time just no messing around.
Nope. So Keegan takes the up over the top. Oh, it doesn't get all the way over, does he?
Yeah, you need a huge sidearm to make that work. I've seen Ricky get all the way there with a sidearm, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It looks like it would take that much power with how high you have to get it.
you have to get it high, and those trees are late in the fairway too, so it has to remain high for the majority of the flight.
Truth. This guy has a pretty crushing forehand.
There you go.
Oh, my
Sit.
gosh.
Yep, safe.
Ooh, what a shot.
Nice
He
job,
almost threw that
James. Yeah, and he's not, a few years ago, you'd see him throw sidearms, but not as much, and he's really been honing them in.
He has. Looks like Sias with a matrix. Ooh, that's got a Central Coast stamp on it, too, actually.
Good shot.
Not bad at all. That'll putt. And really got to commit to that Annie with that OB off to the left there.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, sit.
Yep,
Okay.
safe.
Yep. That OB's close, but it's fair.
It is. I mean, it's not too skippy around this green. Oop,
Ooh, there's Sias.
good putt, Sias.
There's that guy. Doing what he does best. Carding a nice bird. And should be looking at 3 birdies here. If Proctor can this one.
Yep, no problem.
And Josh is as automatic as they come after Keegan will clean up. Well, I guess Josh has an absolute drop-in, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his disc right there.
Yeah.
He might hit his head.
That's stupid good. Gotta be the hat. Nah, it's just Josh. He's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, that's a stroke penalty.
And I know we don't typically do drive replays, but I had to break the rules for this one because look at this roller.
So good.
Just keep an eye on the orange OB line. It's right on it and just under the basket. What an incredible shot.
Wow. Is that a rock or an AVR?
It looks like a putter to me.
It does, right?
Yeah, I think it's an AVR. That's definitely what it looked like.
Wow, man. That's like the champ used to throw those at Dayla, I'd see on like hole 3. Bust a putter roller. It's so cool, man. All right, hole 4. Really getting our first kind of woods hole here, Pavo.
Yeah, we're getting into the woods. The creek snakes through the fairway on this one. As a reminder from last round, or for those who didn't see it, the creek on this hole is only OB if you're surrounded by water. It's not marked at the edges or anything. And the popular play on this is just an Anheuser backhand.
Sure. I think Josh almost went OB last time. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher. Oh.
Ooh. Grip locked that a little bit, it looked like.
He did. Held on to that Leo a little bit long. Proctor. Lining up a hyzer foot.
And yep.
Oh,
that
no.
rolled backwards right into the water. And there's not even very much water there. You can be down there and be safe more often than wet, at least now.
So mean. Let's see if Sias can get a clean drive off here.
That looks good.
It does.
Perfect.
Wow. Well done, Mr. Elmore.
Such a fun shot to throw, when you can execute that one accurately. Just a gentle Anheuser that holds the same angle for the whole flight.
Yeah. Yeah, the fairway's totally fair if you hit the right shot.
Yep. It's not an unfair way.
It is not. And Keegan, he thinks it's pretty fair, too. He put it under the basket last time and 8 feet out this time.
Yeah. A couple of great drives there, and there's James.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate.
Straight in,
throwing
Proctor.
3 from right here. And still got a little bit of work on the upshot.
Yeah, I mean, he only made it probably 70, 80 feet off the tee.
Yeah. Not the best footing with this quicksand either. You can see it kind of really robbed him of that leg power.
And that went into the creek up by the basket. And he actually clipped a little bush on that shot. The bush that's right in front of Josh, you see there. James clipped a little bit of that, and I think that might have been what slowed him down enough to go into the water again.
Oh, man, that is unfortunate. So there's Josh just laying up for his par, and this
two little flimsy OBs where the creek is like 3 feet across, and James has managed to find it twice.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
Needs this to save 5. No.
Nope. Wow.
That is going to 6, and that's going to hurt. Doesn't have 27 holes to make it up today.
No. Josh with a good par save.
Yeah, well done there. But he will be losing a stroke to Dustin most likely here. After James cleans up a 6. Ouch.
Double penalty. Those hurt.
That was. Keegan for the lead.
Great drive.
Yep, that it was. Sias with a great drive as well. Also looking for a 2. That's what that man does. We'll be checking out our scores here. Oh, sorry, we're tied now. Keegan and Josh, they're both at 27. James falling off the pace pretty good with that 6. Sias is in the mix, just 2 back of the leaders. And we're looking at hole 5.
Hole 5, definitely the hardest hole that will be played today. In round 2, I said there were some of the temp holes that might be harder, but this is definitely the hardest course hole. The creek you see the drone flying over here is marked off with additional orange paint, so you can be dry but still OB. And it's just a long hole where you want a really late turnover. It's just a really touchy shot, difficult to execute perfectly.
Let's see if Sias has got it. He's going for it. This is not going to turn enough, though, is it?
Yeah, that just needed to hold the angle he had on it. Well, he's safe.
Okay. He'll take that result.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Mr. Keegan. Also hunting the green. Also going to fade early.
Yeah, that needed to hold as well. Left side of the creek, safe.
Is he going to have a putt? It kind of is, huh?
It depends on the bushes over there, but he got pin high for sure. Pin high, probably about 60 left.
And Josh ripping on this thing. He did not want that to fade.
That's a pretty good shot. I mean, he was in a similar spot in round 2. He might be a good 15 feet closer or so this time. So 45, I'd guess. Is that hyzer flip you're saying Proctor loves?
Yep, that he does. Him and Matt Bell, when they're on Latitude 64, I used to call them the Latitude 64 hyzer boys.
Yep.
They both just hyzer flip everything. James finds OB again.
He found OB again. It clipped a little branch and went into the OB again.
Oh, my gosh. Decent forehand up from Sias.
Yeah, he makes those all day. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh,
Yeah.
Josh is definitely closer than he was in round 2.
Oh, yeah. He's lining it up. Man, I thought about to see some Anthon magic right there.
Yeah, he missed just off the cage in round 2 on this one and just left in round 3.
Proctor to save par.
And
Oh, no.
He hit the same tree that Clint hit trying to save. I guess it was a 4 after
really?
OB in almost the same spot in round 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Funny.
And here's Dustin.
Pin high left.
Yeah, so he was back there for a while. I debated on keeping some of the footage in, but it took a long time. He was considering all kinds of options for ways to run it, and he just couldn't find a good window. Ooh,
Oh, no. Dang.
So, yeah, he just decided to lay up after a lot of deliberation.
Oh, okay. There is Proctor with not a bad putt to save his 4 there.
Yep.
That was no gimme. Josh is coming back for his par.
No problem.
Good catch there. And Sias. The rare miss for the bogey after Keegan will clean up a par.
That's a tough hole, so I think we didn't see any 2s on the lead card round 2 or round 3 this year.
Yeah, it does take a very, very good drive to make that happen.
Yeah, Josh was pretty much the only one with a look, both rounds, and it was like 45 and 60 feet.
Yeah, nothing you're super stoked on.
Yeah.
There are those 2 bogeys taking the leaders out a little bit farther at their 27. All right, guys, back to the action, and we are looking at hole 6, Pablo. Where are we going?
Hole 6 is another tough one with the creek snaking through the fairway. This one, it's only OB if you're surrounded by water. There's no paint and just a hard dog leg left at the end. You're looking for a big flare skip shot with like a Firebird or something similar.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see if they can do it. Keegan is up first. That is a felon from him. Oh, that's not going to work.
Yeah, you want to get just before that tree.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, or maybe good 10, 15 feet before it.
Okay. Josh ripping on a Champ Firebird.
That's looking good. Yep, it's a putt.
That'll putt.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So you can cut it closer to the corner, higher risk, but you give yourself a shorter putt if you miss everything. But he kind of played the middle of the largest gap, and that's the putt you end up with usually.
Sias is ripping on a Proton Thrill. Their overstable fairway, and that is good.
And he went in a much earlier gap than where Josh went and where I think Dustin was aiming, so a different play.
Okay. We have a Pro Firebird here from Proctor. You don't see the Pro Firebird out too much.
No, I don't even know if I was aware that was made in Pro plastic.
I'm looking at his list. He's got some choice stuff in here. I think he used to throw Innova back in the day, so he probably just went to his old bag.
That makes sense.
Keegan, giving it a half go.
Might as well with this one. It's low risk to run it with that hill behind.
Absolutely. Proctor. This is Proctor range right here. Oh. Thought he was tossing that one in for us.
I think he's having a little trouble mentally recovering from that, 3 penalty strokes in 2 holes thing.
I don't... Oh, man. Did I hit chains or just the nubs?
Might have hit the top chain link along with the nub.
Sias. Man, that dude's so good with the putter and getting a stroke on the card right there. Nicely done by him as everybody else will drop in some pars.
Yeah, I think that was the only birdie we saw for both rounds. I think nobody birdied this in round 2.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
It is kind of a tough get with that little elevated green. A little skip shot required. Sias getting a stroke on the card. Just 2 back of our leaders. We're sitting at 27. And we'll be looking at hole 7.
Hole 7, the creek is mostly out of play on this one. You'll see it off to the right there. It is possible to get a really bad kick into it, but for the most part, you don't see penalty strokes on this one. It's just a long, kind of gradual, sweeping left shot. You want to play the skip on this one as well, but not with as much flair as the previous hole, more straight.
I dig it. Such a technical shot and a really cool looking hole, too.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's fun to throw.
Would you throw like kind of an understable high-speed driver, or what's your play?
I throw a kind of lighter beat-in Firebird, actually.
Oh,
that
really?
doesn't act much like a Firebird because it's 170 and it's beat in pretty well.
Okay. That's an octane from Sias, and that is incredible.
To clarify, normally I can't get a Firebird 370 feet, but you get about like 80 feet of skip on this one if you throw it correctly, super low and one of those skips that just keeps going, you know?
Yeah, exactly. This is an enforcer from Dustin. That's probably going to par. Easy up and down from there?
As long as he got out of the trees, yeah, that's really what counts on this one. I couldn't quite tell if they'd be in his way there.
Okay.
What do you know about Rio?
Anthon?
Hey, look at that.
I love this bonus roll you get on this hole.
Yeah, you get it a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's kind of reliable almost.
Yep. Yeah, with the slope of that hill and the way that hyzer skip shots come in, they'll hit it and then they'll get an extra, roll to the basket.
Yep. We got a Champ Thunderbird from Proctor. And he is showing off the power, Pablo.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I like to say that my beat-in Firebird I was talking about throwing is basically like a Thunderbird.
There you go.
So it's a good choice.
It is. Keegan with a really nice layup for his par there, but he might be losing a stroke to the rest of the card here.
At least to Josh.
At least to Josh. And Sias, no slouch in the putting department either. I bet he cashes this one.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Sias. I did you wrong, buddy.
Yeah, can you nice somebody in the future after it's already happened? Is that possible?
I have powerful nicing abilities. Good birdie from James.
Yep, great drive.
Yeah, it sure was. Sias will clean up a par after Dustin drops in his.
Tapping in real quick. And normally, editing is a thing to do, but this was kind of funny. So you'll see Sias setting up here, ready to putt. The gallery thinks everyone's done. This guy standing behind the tree is aware of what's going on.
Everybody else not so much.
Look at him. See, he knows. He looks at the other people. He looks at Sias. He looks at the
Why doesn't he tell him?
He just did.
Yeah, I yell at people when I'm filming, man. If they keep walking, I'm like, you guys, heads up.
I just wanted to let the situation unfold naturally. I'm supposed to, not really be there. I'm just the camera.
You're like a documentarian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And besides, I saw that guy who was like aware, the one spectator who was aware, like watching. Are these people going to notice? At least Sias made the putt,
Yeah, that is for sure. If he missed that, oh man, it got ugly. All right, hole 8. Oh man, this one's so tough, Pablo.
Treacherous little 257-footer, hard dog leg right, with the second leg of the fairway being pretty much as long as the first leg. So what you see on this hole is either a low flare skip shot with a sidearm or a super high turnover with I throw mid, but some people might throw a putter. I don't know.
Josh with the forehand play here. Oh, he's getting aggressive.
Get over there.
No.
That is the only way really to get in the circle on this hole is that huge flare skip. I guess with the high turnover you could as well, but
I want X-Cal or something, man. Wow, what a shot. That was incredible. Proctor, he's going Star Destroyer, but that did not work out as well as Josh's, which is hard to do, actually.
And actually, one thing I didn't mention about this hole is that there's OB deep and right and left of the basket.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And we saw Sias play this one for a par deliberately in round 2. Just lay up to the corner and lay up to the basket and take his 3 and move on.
Yep. That was an enforcer forehand from Dustin. Let's see if Sias lays up again. Oh, he's different play here, right?
Yeah, think so.
Yeah, that's his Proton Thrill again. But it's a tree, but it's in bounds. You know?
Same result. The course wouldn't let him play more aggressively. It's like, no, you stick to your game plan.
It was good. It was good. There's a beautiful upshot from Sias. He'll take his 3. And we got some long putts for 2s coming up. Proctor with the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Safe.
Yep. A little worried about that one, but thankfully it nestled. Dustin needs this one to keep pace with Josh.
Wow, look at that.
What a putt. That wasn't going anywhere if it missed either. It was beautifully floated in.
Yep, yeah, it wasn't going to go OB, and those trees are kind of guarding where it was headed too, but even if those trees weren't there, it was soft enough that it was safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautifully done. There is James cleaning up a par, and Josh wasting no time.
How Josh plays.
As is tradition.
What a drive for Josh. It's so hard to park this hole.
Yeah. You could tell he hit like a really tiny gap where he needed to skip. It wasn't a big spot. I'll get a good look at this one. Look at that follow through.
Yep, and he knew it was in when it was in the air too. He started walking.
Yep.
To have that confidence.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done, Dustin. And after 9, we got still Josh with a 1-stroke lead over Dustin, keeping pace there with that huge birdie putt. 3rd and 4th falling off a little bit, but they're there. And look at a hole 9, I believe a roller hole, Pavo.
Hole 9, yep. The preferred play is a roller. Really the only way to get there unless you have a, top tier sidearm power like Ricky Wysocki or Greg Barsby. I've seen them get sidearms out here. But for, the mere mortals, the roller is pretty much the only way to get in the circle on this one.
Let's see if they can do it. Josh up first. Probably a road runner. Yep.
Looking pretty good. Can it miss those little... Yep, it missed the little oak branches. Or the oak bushes.
Nice. Yeah, beautiful drive.
Probably about circle's edge, yep.
It's within Josh range. This is a Havoc from Dustin. Understable fairway.
Looks great.
This is good too. Oh, my God, he hit the walk.
Wow.
They have improved since last time they played this hole.
What a drive.
That was beautiful. Proctor. Looking for a CE Valk.
Oh, just got caught up in the little bushes there.
Oh, it was looking so nice too. Had a great angle on it. I believe Sias is going to be reaching for a Mayhem here. A Proton variety.
And Sias, just like in round 2, we're seeing him just play this for a par.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't have much of a roller game, and like I said, if you don't have a huge sidearm, you can't really get there that way either, so he's just playing it for a safe par.
Yeah. And Proctor got trapped in those bushes, gives it a bid. Oh, half go, that'll par. And looks like Sias will be up next. Is he close enough to run this? No, right?
I mean, he was about the same distance in the previous round, and he hit the cage, I think, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I was talking about him playing safe for a par, and then he almost put in the birdie from
That's
200
right.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
Josh.
Oh. Looks like we're going to be got a little tie ball game here.
Yeah, that's right, with Dustin's amazing roller.
Yeah, beautiful drive. Proctor cleaned up par, as will Josh. We got a birdie and a par coming up next, but not in that order.
Yeah, that is strokes on folks right there, Ian, for
Man.
Dustin.
Have you seen much better than that? That was incredible.
I've seen a couple curl around the pole and park this one. When you get the right roller angle, it's really beautiful. And here we get another slow-mo roller drive. I couldn't resist. It was so perfect.
Man. Just money angle on that one.
Just hit underneath the basket. Wow.
I love a hole that can force a roller, you know?
Yeah, me too. There's not too
that
many of them out there. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
There really aren't. I mean, sometimes you'll have other options, but that one, if you got to birdie it, you're throwing a roller.
Yep.
There is Dustin tying it up after 9. Pablo, we got 9 more left to go.
9 more, tied at the top, and Sias still only 4 strokes off. Anything can happen. It's a technical course.
That it is. Well, hope you guys enjoyed part 1. We'll catch you for the finish of part 2.
Cool. See you on the back 9.